Do you know how to easily and quickly check several levels of connections of a company or individual and avoid potential financial and reputational losses? It's elementary with the help of raw assets by YouControl company from Ukraine. Let me show you how it works. Suppose a representative of one company named Samis Holdings approach you with an offer of cooperation. Let's check this company. We enter its full name into the search bar and see the results, and in the first of them the system found a connection with PAP. Such a circumstances is already a risk factor for cooperation because any transaction with this company are automatically subject of financial monitoring. But let's take a look closer at this company. We click on it and see the company profile. Here you can find its name, jurisdiction, incorporation date, address, status and other additional information. Please note that the Guernsey region is considered as an offshore area in a number of countries. In addition, here is an active link to the research that identifies Russian PAPs. However, this information needs to be confirmed, so let's look at the connection of the company we're verifying. We click on the tab with the same name and see another company, Kelseth Investments, located across the ocean in Belize of Central America, and is also connected to the Russian PAP. To see who owns this company, we click on the Owners tab. Among others, we see Themis Holdings and the individual Kirill Nikolaevich Shamalov, who owns 100% of Kelseth Investments. According to the above, we can see that Mr. Shamalov has a patronymic name very similar to the Russian, so we can assume that he is the Russian PAP whom the system recognized at the very beginning of our research. Let's check it out by clicking on the full name. In a dossier, we see that Shamalov is indeed a citizen of the Russian Federation. In addition, the system shows details of this person's connections and identifies him as a PAP. But most importantly, Shamalov is subject to sanctions. You can learn more about the sanction imposed on Shamalov by going to the public registry of Russian PAPs. Consequently, we can conclude that he is not such an ordinary PAP. Therefore, to find out more, we need to check his connections. We click on a tab with the same name and see his connections to the Russian business. In particular, we can see that he worked as a lawyer in the Russian Gazprom Bank and Gazprom, which by the way are also under sanctions. He also worked in the administration of President of Russian Federation. Well, that explains something, but can the civilized world put a person on the sanctions list for working in the state structures of Russia, even if it's an aggressor country? Obviously, I doubt it too, so let's look at which individuals Shamalov has connections with. We click on the Linked From tab and see with whom and how he is connected. For example, his father Nikolai Shamalov is also a Russian PAP and is under sanctions. But most important among his connections is the president of the aggressor country, Putin. The system shows that Shamalov Sr. is the in-law of the Russian dictator and a member of his inner circle. Summarizing everything described above, we can conclude that the company whose representatives offered us cooperation is through another company owned by the Russian PAP, which is under international sanctions. And his father, by the way, is also a Russian PAP and has direct personal connection with the president of Russian Federation. And all that means that any company or individual associated with them are risky counterparties. It has negative consequences and could bring not only financial, but also a reputational losses. And that will be it for today. Take care and check with the raw assets and YouControl.